What's up, y'all? We are back in the shop working on a set of bathroom cabinets. Now, I put out one about a week ago, and today we're working on the linen closet that's going to go up next to that one, and we're working on some trim to go around the top of it. And I'm making this out of 2x6, and we're going to do it all on the table saw, and I'm going to show y'all how I do it today. Y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all, the first thing we're going to be doing is creating the shape down the middle, and this is going to be done by setting your guide on the table saw at 45 degrees and raising the blade up just a little bit each time. No more than probably a 30-second or so. And I'm going to take you over, show y'all how I got that set up, and we will go from there. All right, y'all, we got our guide set up on the table saw. It's clamped down at both ends, and all I do is use a speed square to set it up with and just set it on a 45-degree angle. That way it's a little bit easier to remember each time you do it. Now, it don't have to be on a 45-degree angle, but it seems to work out pretty good on a 2x6. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the saw on, and I'm going to run a board through and show y'all this part of it. All right, before we do that, another thing you might want to do, when you cut your very first one and you figure out where that guide has to be, you're going to have to play with it a little bit. If you'll keep a scrap piece of 2x6, the next time you do it, you can use that to set the guide up by raising the blade up and using that 2x6 to put your guide in the right spot. That way you won't have to guess at it every time you do it. All right, y'all, there it is. The cut is almost dead center of the board. Now, if it's off a little bit, that's not going to matter. You can trim the edges up before you put the 45s on it. But anyhow, probably a big safety tip I could give you is make sure you use a push stick, because before you realize it, you're going to have that blade up high enough on that back that it'll be able to get a hold of one of your fingers pretty easy. But anyhow, we're going to go on and finish this up so we can get to the next step. All right, y'all, so we got the shape cut out. Now we're going to make this edge the same distance as this edge. We'll do that on the table saw with a regular guide, and then we will cut our 45-degree angles out. All right, y'all, there it is. They're pretty close to the same. We could get that a little closer, but I think that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to go on and cut the 45s out. That's going to be done on the table saw too. I'll go on and mark that and show y'all what we're doing before we run it through. All right, y'all, so here is a perfect example of trial and error. I have trimmed this edge off, and I started to lay out my 45s, and I realized it was going to be cutting into the shape right there. So what I have done, I've cut another one, and you can see on these marks, there still will be a little bit of reveal right there. And even this one, I'm gonna have to still trim this one off. But the difference in them is gonna be that shape. This one we cut a little deep, and that one should be fine right there. I'll go ahead and trim this side off camera and cut the 45s, and then I'll show y'all what they look like. All right, y'all, we finished with the 45s, and I thought I would show y'all two different ways you can do it. Now, this one up here is the way I do it, and the reason I do that is a lot of the stuff I build is rustic, and if the edges are not exactly right, that kind of camouflages it. Now, another way you can do it is cut these 45s where they meet each other, and it'll give you that clean line. Some people prefers it that way, I reckon. But anyhow, I like doing it like this. It can hide some mistakes sometimes. If you got some wood that you're dealing with, maybe some reclaimed wood or whatever. But anyhow, that's two different ways you can do it. And you're going to have to do a little bit of sanding on that shape right there, because it's going to be a little bit rough. All right, y'all, so this is just one way you can save some money in the shop and really get some pretty cool trim. Just using your table saw. But anyhow, if y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you hadn't subscribed to the channel already, go on and hit the subscribe button. And I will see y'all on the next one.